Hello there, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will be going over an update to the twin simming yoga mod. I stumbled across this on Mod The Sims, and I didn't realize that they updated this last month, and I actually really love this mod, and they added quite a few stuff. They said this is version 3.0, aka the big one. So this has a lot more stuff added to it. This mod, if you're not familiar with it, it gives you the yoga activity from Sims 4 Spa Day, the game pack, and they took, I believe, all the animations from it. They've added in their own stuff, incorporated it, and they've added more to make it go with The Sims 3, which is what we'll be going over today. I'm so excited. This is our sim here, Regina. She actually has skill levels already, so she has skill level 6 of athleticism, and then for martial arts, because this does come into play and is relevant, she has level 5. So this will be the sim who will be doing all of the showcasing for today's video. Let's get started. As you can see, we do have a few Sims here who autonomously already use the yoga mats. Now, as you can tell, there's a kid here, and that is because, if you were already not aware, children and up can use the yoga mats. I believe children are able to practice yoga. They can't teach classes and things like that, but they are able to use it to level up athletic skill, which is super awesome. Now, just a couple of things to go over here. So, we have quite a few things that were added to this mod, which is why I'm so excited to be showing this off in the video today. So there's multiple things here. If you click on these yoga mats, there's 2 different yoga mats here. It doesn't matter which one you use. I think they're just based off of the patterns that you can use for different colors and variations and stuff like that. Now, I decided to go with some plain yoga mats just because I thought they looked nice. We have these here, and then this is another version. And as you can tell, so we have quite a few options here. Some of these only appear once your Sims reach level 5 of athletic skill or the martial arts skill. For the athletic skill, I believe you need in order to host a yoga class. And for the guided meditation, as you can see here, they need martial arts level 5 at least at minimum. So that way they can be able to host these classes here. And as you can tell in this parentheses, there is a simoleon sign. And that is because once your Sim starts a class, they will make money based off of each participant who basically like signs up and joins the class for the entirety of the class duration. Now, some of the basic animations and gameplay that came with this mod, I will go over it just because this is a video, you know, going over the mod, and I might as well showcase everything. So we'll kind of start here. This is the meditate option, and if you are familiar with this, this is already in The Sims 3. When it comes to meditation in The Sims 3 in particular, there are 2 ways to do this. So typically you have to learn the martial arts skill, and then you can use it at like the Zen garden, and then your Sim can do it on their own if you click on them. And there's also an option you can get from their lifetime reward points, and there's a machine they can use. But with the yoga mat now, they can meditate with just the mat itself. So this is perfect if they want to have a nice, relaxing, zen sort of, you know, day at the gym, and this is them more to calm their nerves and their stress. And as you can tell, they actually gain more martial arts skill when they meditate, which is so cool. This had to be part of the update, at least from what I've noticed, because I did not have this when I used to use this mod prior to this. So this is really cool. On to the next bit. So we do have here practice yoga, which, as you can tell here, it does show the sort of like meditation option here. Now, if you do yoga routine, you have a couple of options. There is mind balancing, there is stress relieving, and then it says for level 7 or higher, you need in order to do energy centering. So since she's at level 6, she's able to do these 2 here. So if you go to stress relieving, let's just take a look at what happens here. And this is when they start to do the yoga. And with this, since her skill is quite high, the animations do also start to change. It's just like how it is in The Sims 4 if you are familiar with it. The Sims start to stumble less. They're able to hold the poses longer. They look better, the poses. Like this Sim here, they're kind of falling over, probably because their skill is very low. But as they get better, you can tell she's doing these really like more intense sort of poses. And the Sim is falling over. So, you know, that's me if I was doing yoga, honestly. One thing you will notice with yoga, so it does show as if it is the martial arts skill that is being, you know, progressed, but it also does athletic skill, because before, when she wasn't doing this, her skill was actually at like the lowest 0% in this level 6, but now you can tell it has actually gone up a bit, and she hasn't been doing any other exercising. So with this yoga mat, it actually increases both skills. So you have martial arts and then you have athletic skill, and they will both be increased when you are doing certain things. There is also an option here, as you can tell, it says do yoga with. And as you can see here, there are a couple of Sims. She doesn't know any of them, but you do have the option to do yoga with the Sims that are on the lot. So if you wanted to have family members come together on the same lot, they can actually do yoga together as long as there are enough available mats on the lot. I just wanted to talk about this very quickly because it does kind of connect to this mod, as the creator Twin Simming does mention it in the mod post. So with the NROS careers mod, if you are familiar with that, that's a module add-on to NROS itself. There is an add-on to the career module, and it allows you to have other freelance careers that are base game when it comes to the skills that are available at base game. Now, my sim, since she's at level 5, she was able to enter the freelance career for being a personal trainer. And with that, all it really does is when you make money based off of training, I guess, Sims and things like that. And if I'm not mistaken, if I read this correctly, they did connect it to this career, so that way if you host a course, then you can make money, and that will be added into the funds that they've earned and help them increase their career level within the, training career. I'm starting a yoga class. My sim will be leading it, and you can actually have Sims join it if they want to. We do have Sims kind of stopping right now, but I think that's because they're going to go to these mats. If you really wanted to, you can ask people to join as well. So if you ask them to join, okay, someone's excited here. If you ask them to join, they should go to the yoga mat. Okay, and there we are. I believe it should be starting at 2:30. It kind of waits a little bit. As you can see, the bar here, it says 2:30. It's going to start, I believe, after that period. So it allows time for Sims to join the course. So that way it doesn't just kind of start with no one there. As you can see, she's starting. So here we go. The course has begun. Everybody get your yoga poses ready. I do have music turned off, so it is kind of quiet. I'm sorry for that. But as you can see, the Sims here are joining her course, and they're actually following the poses that she's doing, which is really a really cool detail. It is kind of in sync, so it's like, oh, they kind of, have, mind reading powers, but we ignore that because it's still really realistic. Like, as you can tell, they're trying to do this sim, they're trying their best, and that's what matters most, Let's see, we can't ask them to join anymore. Okay, she must have glitched out. But yeah, as you can tell, these two Sims join the class, and once the bar is done, that's when it will end. It ends at 4:30. So it started at 2:30. It is a 2-hour-long course. And when it comes to the participants, whoever stayed and joined for the entire class, your Sim will make, for this yoga course in particular, 46 simoleons per student for the class. And then for meditation, it is 45 simoleons. I did go ahead and just fast forward so that way we can get to the end of the class, just so we can see what happens. And there we go. Perfect. So this was a great example. I wanted to show this. And look, they're giving her a thumbs up. So it seems like they liked the class. So she did make 137 simoleons because of the participants that joined her class. They paid to, join this yoga session. And as you can tell, it was connected to the trainer career that I mentioned prior to this, which is really awesome because there gives you more options. You don't just have to train Sims on the equipment in the game. Let's say from this equipment here, the typical stuff when you have like the treadmill or this like weights machine. Now your Sim can fully just be a yoga instructor. If that's like the storyline that you want, your Sim could be a yoga instructor, or you can do a meditation course. You could do both. Maybe they do yoga and meditation, and maybe on certain days you can do it where maybe on Sundays they do meditation classes, and maybe every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday or something they do yoga. You know what I mean? And it can be, like their full career, or if you want, it could be a side gig that they do, and they don't have to be in this trainer career if you don't want to use the NROS careers module, which, there's options there, which I just think it's really cool. So, now they're at level 2, they're a bodybuilder, and I just think this is a really awesome thing to add for storytelling for Sims, especially because for some of these skills that came with base game or for certain packs, there's only limited objects that you can use, and I know for the meditation and whatnot for martial arts, some of the objects from the World Adventures pack are in the debug category. So if you want to get those items, let's say like the thing to do the sparring, or if you want to do like the cinder block cutting and stuff like that, you actually have to do a cheat and go into buy debug to get those items, because they're meant to be like world items that are locked in like that pack. So sometimes it could be annoying to have to do that when you're building. So now you don't even have to use those items if you feel like it doesn't fit with your build. And they do actually get a moodlet depending on it. So since she did exercise, nothing can stress or anger Sims who have touched their happy place. And this is, so she has the tranquil moodlet, and that was because she did yoga. One thing I will note, because I feel like the amount of money didn't add up necessarily. As you can tell, she made a bit more than 46 simoleons per person. I should have added in, if your sim is in this trainer career from Enros Careers, they actually make 1.25 more from teaching yoga or meditation. So they actually added in something like that to make it even more of a profitable career, so that way you can actually make it a real career, you know, because it is a bit more of side cash if they're just doing it with the 46 or 45 simoleons per person. Now I'm going to go ahead and do one more class for the day. We're going to have her lead a guided meditation class, and this is until 7 p.m. As you can see, Sims are already sitting down. With this, they don't wait for Sims to join, I guess because it's pretty simple. They just sit down and they do the meditation pose. But this is really cool. It will be until 7, I believe, because it's almost 5 p.m. so it's about a 2-hour course, and I will probably fast forward it, but this is what it looks like. You can still ask more people to join, but since there's nobody left in the lot, I don't have an option to pop up. But if there are more, you will have a list pop up and you can click on Sims here. And you know, if you really want to make more cash, it's kind of your way to kind of get more that way. And the class is over. There we go, perfect. So everybody gets up. She made 135 simoleons from hosting a guided meditation session. And that's it. That's all it is to it. And you also get another moodlet from finishing the class, whether you're, I believe, a student or the teacher. So you get meditative Zen. Finding inner Zen by meditating can do wonders for the body and mind, and that's actually a moodlet that already exists in the game as well. The last thing I'll show for this video, I wasn't going to show this, but I figure I might as well because it is a part of the mod, and we do have an option to do it. So it was to do yoga with. Now she's kind of, as you can see, acquaintances now with the people who've actually joined her classes. So I'll just have her click on Astrid Winter, and this is a sim right here, and I will have her ask her to join her and do yoga. As you can see here, there's relationships. So they actually gain relationship with people who join their classes. It looks like she was actually going to go to the bathroom, Astrid, so we're going to ask Fjord to join us because they're right here. And there we go. So she's actually joining. So they're like right behind each other, and they're doing the exact same poses. So that's like part of them doing yoga together. They'll do the same poses together as if they're kind of like practicing and doing the same things together, which I think is really cool. And it's actually like a time thing, so they'll do it until 9:30, so that's an hour and a half long. And there you have it. She did go ahead and go to the bathroom, assuming to go take a shower, because they're probably really smelly from working out all day. But yeah, that's pretty much the mod. She even got an entertain moodlet, which is nice, so that's helping keep her stress down. So they do get entertained if they do yoga, I believe, with another sim, because it's kind of like an activity, which is also fun. There is one more moodlet that is added to this mod. I haven't been able to get it to happen to my sim. I'm not sure if there's a specific interaction I have to do, but the moodlet is called Bend It Like Bella. It's a custom moodlet, so you know, if you get that, I guess it'll be a surprise what it looks like. I'm not sure how it's supposed to go, but that is it for this mod overview. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to download the yoga mod by Twin Simming, I will have the link in my video description. Make sure to check that out and click the link. And if you did enjoy this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already to see more of my content. I hope to see you in the next one, and take care. Bye!